I need to decree publicly in the atmosphere. If you're going to ride with me, you're going to have to make some changes. That's just the bottom line, because we can't have nothing void around. We can't have nothing that's dark around. And we can't have nothing that's without form around. Go to the self-pity people, because this is not the self-pity aisle over here. This is the speaking spirit aisle over here that says Jesus is the reason I have the ability to be able to speak. Jesus is the reason that I can decree a thing and it has to be established. Jesus is the reason that I'm going to have what I say, because he bust through the barriers of flesh and gave me rights to the tree of life. He gave me a right to the Father. So I have all opportunity and access to get to my Father, to talk to him. So I'm not just going to lay down and accept what you say. Yeah, I might got to line up some stuff, and I don't mind lining it up. But I tell you what, I'm going to come through. I'm not going to let you tag along. The issue with us again is that we allow stuff to tag along that don't need to be tagging along. We allow people and stuff to tag along that don't need to tag along. Jesus dealt with it from the rip. Say, hey, come here. It's a problem. It's a problem. I don't like this problem. I ain't having this problem. And for those of y'all that love to harp on the fact, God is so merciful. And God is this, he is. But God will deal with you too. Didn't he deal with that? Tell people the truth. God will deal with you too. God will deal with you. You know for a fact God deals with you with all the wrong that you do. Every one of us, God deals with you. God will deal with you. Check you quick too. Have you ever said something and immediately you knew it was wrong? See, that's God dealing with you right then. God didn't wait 2 weeks later to come back and tell you, hey, you know what you said 2 weeks ago? It immediately quickened your spirit then. Because God deals with situations immediately. Immediately. He deals with it. As soon as God created the heavens and the earth and saw the earth had a problem, he said, come here, earth. Come here. Come here. I need to talk to you for a minute. You can't hang around us like that. What? What's wrong, God? What's wrong? No, we don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. That's why my ministry is so different. Because that's my mentality with stuff. Soon as I catch it, get that junk out of here, man. Get that junk. Soon as I catch it, I'll be on it so fast. I'm telling you, you have to, man, I'm so quick draw. I'm liable to stop a meeting. I would literally correct something in the middle of a meeting. Just quick, right fast. Some folks, I don't think God would do that. That's those of you that don't know the presence of God. Don't understand how God operates. That's those of you that will sit there and allow anything to happen in life and allow people and circumstances to run you over. God didn't do that. Argue the point with me. I like it. Come on, I be looking for somebody. Come argue the point with me. Didn't he fix it from the rip? Genesis 1, all I read was 1 through 3. I didn't even give y'all the rest of and God said. All I read was Genesis 1 through 3. Come and argue the point with me. Didn't God fix it from the moment he saw it was messed up? So why are you sitting there allowing things to just linger? Huh? Why are you sitting there just allowing stuff to just linger on? Why aren't you dealing with it from the rip? Why aren't you speaking to your body? Why aren't you speaking to your marriage? Why aren't you speaking over your kids? Why aren't you speaking over your family? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Why are you just allowing the stuff to linger? And when we just need a move of God. A move of God is only inviting the presence of God in. A move of God, look at verse 2. A move of God was only inviting the presence of God in. The change did not happen until the speaking took place. So a lot of people, we want a move of God. God, we want a move of God. No, I need God to speak. I need his presence. His presence is welcome here. But I need him not only to move here, but I need him to speak too. Why? Because we need a word, God. We need you to speak. We need you to speak to bodies. We need you to walk in hospitals today. And we don't just need you to move in there, but we need you to speak in there. We need you to speak Talitha Kumai to women in there, which means damsel arise. We need you to speak to men in there and tell them to be strong in the Lord. Arise from the bed of affliction. We need you to speak. We need you to speak to marriages that are threefold cord are not easily broken. We need you to speak to relationships to be restored, to be reconciled. We need you to speak, God. We need you to speak hope in hopeless situations. We need you to speak peace, God, where there is places that are not settled. We need you to come in, Father, with and speak, Lord, to places where there is confusion. Speak understanding. See, we need you to speak. We thank you for the movement, but we need you to speak. See, you've got to take it beyond the moving and say, God, I need you to speak. You got to become a speaking spirit out of yourself and begin to speak. God, this is who I am, man. I am the righteousness of God. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. The joy of the Lord is my strength. I am whole. My body is in alignment with the things of God. I will eat better. I will take better care of myself. I will quit gossiping. I will. You've got to decree these things. If you're not doing these things, you got to decree these things. But if you are doing these things, stand on the affirming of those things that you are doing. You've got to be a speaking spirit. You've got to say some things. God is waiting on you to open your mouth. He's waiting on you to open your mouth. Some of y'all sitting around waiting on somebody else to say it. What? Come on. People can't do nothing but come in agreement with you about you. Come on now. Even when a prophet speaks over your life, all they're doing is coming in agreement with what God has said about you. That's all we can do. That's why the scripture teaches that that we can, as touching as agreeing, if any two shall touch as agreeing upon anything. You got to understand that's what it is. It is the power of agreement. That's all we can do is come in agreement. But how can I be in agreement with something you ain't said about yourself? You know what? I've told God about that. I said, hey, listen, man. Hey, I want you to give me discernment about people. Cause some things you saying it, but they ain't saying that. You speaking life over them, and they saying it now. I'm gonna die. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die. See, and you steady saying that you shall live and not die. But they saying a whole opposite thing. See, that's not agreement. That's not agreement. People can only come in agreement with what you believe about yourself. You better know you're a speaking spirit. You better know you're a speaking spirit. I speak life over me. I speak life, and I come in agreement with you speaking life over you. I'm telling y'all, that's the reason why I don't do unspoken prayer requests. Because you're not fishing the trick. No. Say what you want to. It ain't about knowing nobody's business. But you going to let me know what I'm coming in agreement with. You going to let me know what I'm coming in agreement with. I ain't, no. I'm not, Because there is no power unless we are in agreement. You will hear me say that I set myself in agreement with you concerning that. If you come with something legitimate, you're going to hear me say, I set myself in agreement concerning that. That means I am agreeing with what you have to say concerning things, what you are believing concerning those things. You better know what people are wanting you to agree with. Because you could be agreeing for them to be with somebody's husband. I can't agree with you on that one. I can't agree with you on that one. You could be setting yourself in agreement with some broken part inside of them. Where they sitting there mad about something that happened and now they're bitter and they're saying, I hope such and such happens to this person because of what they did to me. And they want you to come in agreement, and you done sat there and done agreed with them over somebody dying. Over somebody suffering real bad when vengeance is the Lord. See, you got to know what you are setting yourself in agreement with. So if you ever say to me, I got an unspoken request with a prayer request, well, it'll just stay there. Because I ain't fooling with it. You say what you want to. I just gave my justification as to why I don't. I'm not fooling with it. You go deal with the folk that liable to come in contact or agree with anything. This one ain't. I'm not agreeing with anything. I need to know what you're talking about. I need to know what you got going on. And there's power in agreement. Anytime something happens with you, you need to come to people by this way right here. Hey, I need you to be in agreement with me concerning, let's just say, healing in my body. You can tell where a person is by how they present something. You can literally tell where people are by how they present. Words are indicators. Words locate us. Words will tell you where we are. That's why I love negotiation, because it just fascinates me. It's one of the, I'm telling you, I love it. If I had a game that me and people could play, I bet you I could find out where everybody is. Because the words are indicators. Words are going to tell you exactly where a person is located. If they come out their mouth a certain way and act like, with words of saying they don't like you, they don't like you. That word just located exactly where they are. So they are indicators of where we are. So I can always tell where a person is by their words. If a person wants to come out of a situation, then they're going to come to you by way of agreement, asking you to agree. I need you to, I need you to agree with me, please, that, my report will be, my report will be good, that God will be touching my body, God with this and that. You can tell exactly where they are. But if they speak from a context of what somebody else has said and all, then they are in agreement with what has been said. I can't be in agreement with you on that. I can't help you with that. I can't do nothing for you with that. Because, see, you in agreement with the negative. You in agreement with what the negative that's done been spoken. You pretty much done succumb to that. So for whatever reason it is that you done succumb to that, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm going to give y'all an example. If you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you something, something bad, then what you do is, if you don't want to receive what has been said, if you don't want that to be your report, if you don't want that to be your life or that to become your defeat, then what you do is when you come in the company of prayer warriors or however, you come by way of saying, I need you to be in agreement with me that, that my body will line up with what God has spoken about my body. You may even need to say, I need you to be in agreement with me that I will take the necessary steps that I need to take in order for healing to manifest in my body, because I'm really the reason why this is going on, because I don't do things like I should. You have to have, agreement causes honesty, and that's a lot of the reason. Y'all don't want me to tie this up this morning, do you? But I'm busting on through here this morning. See, agreement causes you to be honest. I'm getting set for where I'm going in 2022 with this prayer, because I'm coming through in 2022, y'all. Get ready to sign up for my prayer courses and all that I'm going to be offering. I'm going to show y'all some stuff in prayer. If you really want to understand, see, you just been taught to pray about your light bill. That's what you've been taught. You just been taught that God may not come when you want him, but he's right on time. There's a whole nother realm to God. There are some things about you being a speaking spirit that you need to know about, and I'm going to the best of my ability, teach you about those things, because my life is prayer. I love prayer. My life, my daily course is prayer. That's who I am above everything. Above being a preacher, I am a prayer warrior. I am an intercessor. That's what I am. It's about prayer. Everything has to be about the foundation of prayer, the communication and fellowship with God. So you would say, hey, look, I need you to be in agreement, and prayer is honesty. Agreement is honesty, because you got to tell the truth about where you are. You can't ask a person to agree with you concerning something and that's not where you are. You can't say, I need you. I'm on Highway 134 in Kinston. That's where I'm sitting right now at the moment. I cannot ask you to be in agreement with me with Cobb Avenue. I'm not at Cobb Avenue. I've got to tell you the truth of where I am. Look, I need you to be in agreement with me as I sit here, right here at on Highway 134. I need you to be in agreement with me concerning that. But it causes honesty, because what it does is it locates exactly where you are. It tells the story of where you are. That's why a lot of people don't like it, because you have to be honest about where you are. You have to say, you know what, I told some lies. You have to say, I ain't been doing what I was supposed to do. See, you have to tell the truth about things, and because it's going to show anyway, because